Hello, I'm Steph Magenta of Integrative Breathwork, and I'd love to take a few moments today to share with you a few notes about how I would frame a breathwork session, whether that's in person or online. I run sessions for large groups of people, I run sessions one-to-one, and I run a free weekly online breathwork, and always I include this framing. And the reason I do that is so that you can know what to expect in a session. We are breathing in these sessions through an open mouth. And you may think that's counterintuitive because many people know now that we generally really overbreathe in our day-to-day experience. And we want to be encouraging ourselves to breathe in and out through the nose to maintain great health. However, for contained and limited amounts of time, breathing in and out through the mouth offers us the opportunity to really reconnect with our sympathetic nervous system, the part of us that is responsible for fight, flight, and freeze responses. Why would you do that, you might ask? Well, for many of us, the experiences that we've had as we move through life have brought about maybe trauma, shock, grief, disappointment, frustration, anger, and we've never had the opportunity to really express that. And so it gets repressed and we get depressed. We experience all kinds of symptoms through not having the conscious opportunity to bring awareness to our breath and to our bodies. And we are really living libraries of everything we've ever experienced. So when we start to breathe in a dynamic breathwork session like this, we start with a soft jaw, relaxed and open mouth, about like this. And you may be able to hear that the breath is a continuous cycle. We're making an effort on the inhale and a passive letting go on the exhale. And there are no pauses between the inhale and the exhale. So it's a continuous cycle. This is actually where the work comes in to a breathwork session. And as we breathe like that, you may notice that certain things start to happen in your body. Firstly, you may experience tingling, perhaps around the mouth, perhaps in the extremities, the hands, the toes. And commonly people experience something called tetiny, which looks a little bit like this. So your hands come into a locked position. It can be quite uncomfortable for some people, for others less so. And this is simply the result of your carbon dioxide and oxygen levels in the body changing quite dramatically through this conscious practice. It's nothing to worry about. And if it's really, really difficult and uncomfortable for you, you can regulate yourself by extending your out breath or by slowing the process down a little and breathing in and out through the nose for a while. And I would then encourage you to come back to the open mouth breathing and see if you can go through anything that might be holding you back from having a full embodied experience of the breath. Other things that commonly happen are that people begin to experience emotions that have been locked down and suppressed, sometimes over years and years and years. So you may find that you are raging and shouting and expressing words that never came out that really need to come out. You might find that you weep or laugh uncontrollably. You might find that there's energy of arousal in there from where you've naturally had this creative energy of sexual arousal in your system that's been squashed down. Maybe you were told it was shameful. Everything starts to move in the body when we create movement through the breath. It's an incredibly beautiful thing to bear witness to and remarkably humbling to see what human beings are capable of simply through bringing our attention to the breath. It never fails to move me really deeply. Now, the other thing to say is that there are certain contraindications for this kind of breath work, and these are the following: heart conditions and arrhythmia, epilepsy, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, or other psychotic episodes, high or low blood pressure, particularly where there is a tendency to fainting with low blood pressure, or unstable pregnancy. Another contraindication would be for those with pre-existing lung conditions. Now, you can join my sessions if you have those conditions, but it's really important that you modify your practice. And in that case, I would generally recommend breathing in and out through the nose constantly connecting back into your body, listening to your body, responding, not pushing, not driving, and not reacting, but responding to what's happening. And here we have the opportunity to create safety for the body to release and reveal its traumas, its memories, and anything that may be held in the system. It's a really, really important thing to note that with those contraindications, the implications are quite serious. So please do your due diligence and find practitioners who are insured, certified, and who know what they're doing. Because a common mistake might be, it's just breath, what can go wrong? However, as an experienced facilitator and licensed bodywork therapist, I have seen some incredibly powerful things happening where if the facilitator really did not know what was happening or how to respond and what to do in that situation, two things could happen. One, it could be re-traumatizing, or two, even more seriously, secondary health conditions could arise that can be very, very serious. And we do not want to take responsibility or push people into those kind of situations. So take care of yourself, listen to yourself, find somebody that you resonate with. If you'd like to join me, I offer free online sessions every Saturday morning online, as I say. You don't have to pay, you don't have to do anything, you don't need any experience. All you need is a willingness to be there, an open heart, a space where you can rest undisturbed. We breathe for about 30 minutes, but the whole session lasts for about an hour. But you do need to register so that I can be sure that you have received and read all of those contraindications I've just mentioned. Now, beyond that, it's also important to say that it's fun, it's health-giving, and it's potentially incredibly liberating. Oh, and guess what? It's inspiring. That is the very nature of breath. So I really welcome you to join one of my sessions. Please reach out and drop me a message if you've got any questions, and I look forward to seeing you there. Let's breathe.